fight for the world title. Luke Campbell, what's happening?
Hey, not a lot. What about you?
Yeah, I know. That's probably the most common answer on all these Instagram lives. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, not a lot.
What's happening in Hull?
I haven't been out. Oh, I had to go.
Oh, that was awful. That was.
I'm trying to grow the full thing.
The goatee. The goatee, yeah.
I reckon that coming.
I reckon time we come out of isolation in 2022, I reckon you'll have it.
I reckon it's not a bad shout. The sides are coming along, but slowly.
You'll have to have the Conor Ben implants. You know what I mean?
Oh, is there implants?
Yeah. Interesting experiment. How's things up there? How's the family? Everyone good?
Yeah, all good, mate. All good. Just keeping busy with the boys, training every day. Just keep trying to fill the day as much as possible, really.
I mean, that is one thing that we have to take the positives out of this. I mean, don't get me wrong. It is doing my absolute nut. I can't say it too loud because they're downstairs, but my God. I mean, like, I know you love your kids. I love my kids, but oh my God. Like,
and school's starting on Monday at home.
I know.
As well, so I'm dreading it.
I mean, I've got to go. I've got to go somewhere. I'm going to go down the bottom of the garden or something. I don't know. But it is, homeschooling is so difficult. But listen, you spend most of your life down in Kent now, in camp.
Yeah.
So you have had a lot of quality time with your boys.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I guess what's the worst thing? You know, I'm stuck at home with my family, so we're all healthy, everybody's happy, and we're just waiting out for the world to beat this virus so we can get back to our busy schedule.
You were due to go April 17 against Javier Fortuna, so in a way, frustrating that you missed that boat, but also in terms of the queue, you're at the front of the queue when we do come back for that fight. When we did our Fighting Fit series, which if you haven't watched yet, download on Sky. It's every morning at 8 a.m. If you saw my one the other day, it was hilarious. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever. I mean,
They are tough sessions, though.
Mate, I put a padlock on my fridge, and I've just thought, Ed, you got to stop. Game over, mate, because
I couldn't move for 2 days after that.
You were a machine. You know that when you left that day, everybody said, "Oh my God, Campbell, you did 3 sessions, right? 3 hit sessions." Yeah. The trainers and everyone said, by far, out of everyone they had some proper athletes down there, and Lawrence Sicoli, and
proper athlete.
Yeah, and you were a machine. So you are fit. You are super fit.
Yeah.
Same question to you, which I asked to Shannon. How long do you need? Because at the end of the day, is it just the sparring? I mean, because I'm hoping that we get some kind of action end of June, right? But I feel like your fight's going to be July, maybe August, something like that. But, you know, it's not that far away.
I got asked that question the other day, like, when we can go back out and start competing again, like, do you need a full training camp? And I don't need a full training camp because, I mean, I just more or less trained a full camp, all but 4 weeks. So I was fit. And now I'm ticking over nicely at home. I'm doing hard sessions, medium sessions, and my level of fitness is decent at the minute. But obviously, I will need to go back, and all we'll need is probably sparring and some pad work. But other than that, we'll be good to go.
Now, I'll ask you the question. I think you are one of the people that, obviously, the plan with these Instagram lives and with the whole building profile of fighters is to stay relevant, keep people calling out your name, mentioning your name. You're one of those guys that's had that a lot this camp because Devin Haney, you know, one of our other clients has been talking a lot. And for those that don't know the situation, obviously the WBC, when Devin Haney was injured, the WBC ordered him into recess and ordered you for the world title against Javier Fortuna. He's now making a campaign saying, well, I'm back now. I'm not in recess, so I should still be champion. But obviously, we also know the WBC have ordered the fight between you and Javier Fortuna. You have submitted your thoughts to the WBC. He has done the same, and we expect a ruling. But from your position, confident that that ruling should stand?
I mean, I'd like to think so, because, you know, it's of no fault of my own to be given something, train.
That's all right, got you.
Yeah, so it's of no fault of my own that I've trained really hard for something. Obviously, with what's going on in the world, you know, freak incident of what's going on in the world, and then potentially I could have the world title fight taken away from me. So obviously I'd be upset about it. I get what Haney's done. You know, he's looking out for himself, and that's fine. But you know, when you've been given something, and they're taking it away from no fault of my own. It is pretty gutting if they do that, but it is what it is. One way or another, I'll get there. You know, obviously we're waiting on their decision, but yeah. What's your thoughts on that, anyhow?
My thoughts are, I understand both arguments. You know, it's difficult for me. I said to you on the phone the other day, I got Devin phoning me up saying, well, you got to tell the WBC, I'm ready. I should be reinstated as champion. And I've got you saying, well, hang on, they've already ordered it. And they have ordered it. It's very difficult to agree a deal like we have done with Javier Fortuna, and then for that to be for an interim title, because that deal actually changes. But personally, I don't think they should have ever put Devin Haney in recess. He was only out till June, but they did. So that's the problem that's been caused here. And obviously, you're right in what you say. It's of no fault of your own at all. You've been ordered to fight the WBC world title. He probably should go into recess. Maybe you just fight Devin Haney straight off the bat for the world title. And I know that you're quite quiet and quite reserved. You phoned me the other day and you said, I've got this interview and I'm talking about the situation. I said, well, talk your mind, Luke. And your mind, you know, the general basis of the conversation was Devin Haney talks a lot and he ain't fought no one. Right?
Yeah.
So, and he does a very good job. And listen, he's a brilliant fighter and he is prepared to fight everybody. I know that for a fact. But, you know, your sort of comments were, well, I've boxed a lot. Here he is. Devin Haney's on. He's on. He's just put a message out. He's done the horny sign. You're obviously making him horny this morning, Luke, ready for that fight. Do you know what I mean? But the fact is that your thoughts were, I've boxed Lomachenko, I've boxed Linares. You know, we know you come up short in those fights. Yeah. Linares won very, very close. But what's your thoughts on Devin Haney? And you got the floor now because he's watching you right now from his bed in Las Vegas.
I've never been one of them fighters that start slagging another fighter off. You know, at the end of the day, this is a sport, and
do it, Luke. Do it.
Yeah. Listen, at the end of the day, if he's in my way, I'll fight him, not a problem, and I'll beat him, not a problem as well. You know, like you say, he does talk a lot. He's obviously got in touch with the WBC to be email champion yet again, which is fine. You know, if that's the way he wants to do it, or you know, I'm here to fight, and I want to prove that I can be the best, and that's it.
One fight I know you won again is Jorge Linares. That was a great fight. We know you lost your father just before that fight. I felt like you shouldn't have even been in that fight, really. Very brave of you to go ahead. Talk about, before we go on to Lomachenko, because I know a lot of people are coming in with popcorn and all sorts right now about you and Devin Haney. And he's actually messaged saying, speak your mind. Do you rate Devin Haney, and how do you beat him, and what makes you so confident that you beat Devin Haney?
I just believe in myself. I believe in what I've got, my skill set, my heart, and everything else to go with it. Obviously, Devin Haney, he looks like an all-round solid fighter. But you know, I boxed three former world champions and 2 3-weight world champions, both in the top 10 pound for pound. This when I fought him, and you know, Haney's yet to be tested. Obviously, he's calling everybody out. So obviously, that being said, let's fight. Let's see him against someone who's highly rated, who's proven himself at world level, and let's see how he does. Is he going to sink? Is he going to swim? We'll have to find out.
Devin Haney, I know you're watching. Are you going to sink or swim? Are you going to sink or swim? Listen, for me, I think when we look at that lightweight division at the moment, Luke, it is unbelievable. For me, I think it's the hottest division in the sport. You know, Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Fortuna, you know, so many other fighters as well in the mix right now at lightweight. And we've got to get, when we come back to boxing, we need to see these fights. We need to give the fans these round-robin matchups. Yeah,
no, exactly. And this is what it needs. It needs talent. It needs big names and people that are well-known in the division to make it so exciting. To the likes of myself, Lopez, Lomachenko, Haney, you know, Ryan Garcia, Devonta Davis.
Oh, Ryan Garcia. I forgot to mention Ryan Garcia as well, by the way.
That's what I mean. Yeah. These are the characters that it needs to make an excellent, exciting division. And I'm excited to be in the mix with all these. And, you know, I want to go out there and prove I'm the best.
Good, man. Well, listen, stay ready. We're going to move on now. Thanks for joining us today. Yep. And get those big fights made soon.
Hey, fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking the icon right here and also hit the bell button so that you can get alerts every time we upload a new video.